want to take you along on a little expedition to see Beyond Van Gogh, one of the immensely popular immersive exhibits that have been sweeping North America. I had my hesitations. Was this blatant commercialism, pandering to the audience with a cheapened version of the popular artist's works, containing none of the actual paintings? But I found it heartening that the exhibit begins with a biography, however brief, of Vincent that contains many quotes from his letters, mostly to his brother Theo, who supported him throughout his brief life. And perhaps my favorite is one about remaining true to both inspiration, your model, and imagination. This is something I want to take more fully to heart in my own work. Two things that remain eternally true and complement each other in my view are: don't snuff out your inspiration and power of imagination. Don't become a slave to the model. And the other, take a model and study it, for otherwise your inspiration won't take on material form. And the other is, find things beautiful as much as you can. Most people find too little beautiful. From here, the exhibit transitions into a small room with an enveloping, moving projection that seems to emulate the paint strokes of Vincent in motion around you. All I can say is that it was a fascinating and meditative experience, and I could have stayed there for a very long time. The final room is the main exhibit, a fully immersive display of the works of Vincent van Gogh over his lifetime. From the beginning, it is apparent that the creators of the exhibit are offering more than a mere summation. The works are animated, brought to life in a way that enhances what would otherwise be the experience of looking at large projections. The presentation is tastefully done, paying homage to the work, using it as a springboard for imaginative play, juxtaposing images, overlapping and blending, cropping and rearranging, adding movement, and creating beautiful transitions and reveals that bring the work to life. Quotes sprinkled throughout give context to what we see. Now, why should I be worried about this? Well, I'm a bit of a Van Gogh fanatic, having seen just about every movie made and having read much about him. He was a hero, an inspiration from a very young age. Vincent was a troubled artist, full of passion to communicate his vision, so often misunderstood and far from appreciated in his own time. His work was revolutionary. A post-impressionist, he followed his impressionist predecessors in breaking away from salon paintings done to satisfy the vanity of patrons or revisiting conventional mythological themes. Instead, he found inspiration in his life and everything around him. He wanted to capture the people and places around him, the beauty of nature, and transfigure it with his own perception and interpretation to get us to look again at all the things around us that we're missing. And he did so with a brushstroke so vigorous and lively, you can almost see the paintings being painted. This was the painter I looked up to. This was Vincent to me. and I didn't want to see his work exploited in a cheap way. And of course, there is a profit motive here, especially with these ticket prices. But at the same time, this seems a work of tribute and even of love. A work that at times even moved me almost to the point of tears. Would Vincent have liked it? Well, I'll leave that to your imagination.